For 13 years, the Mazda CX-5 has been the compact SUV that did things differently. Physical controls when everyone else went touchscreen. A chassis that actually wanted to be driven. An interior that felt a class above its price. The third generation keeps two of those things. And the one it dropped is the reason half the internet is furious. Whether that fury is justified costs €48,450 to find out. One walk around. Everything you need to decide. The new CX-5 is 115 millimeters longer than the car it replaces, 15 millimeters wider, and 30 taller. Those numbers should make it look heavier. They don't. Mazda sharpened the face on this generation. The old one wore its Kodo lines softly. This one has committed to them. The front grille sits wider and lower, flanked by slimmer LED headlights that borrow their angle from the CX-70 and CX-90 above it. In HOMURA trim, the 19-inch black alloy wheels, gloss black bumper accents, and piano black side sills pull the visual weight downward. The rear gets a full-width light signature that ties the taillights together in a single horizontal bar. It is the first CX-5 that looks like it costs what Mazda is asking. What that €48,000 buys inside the cabin is the detail most people on the shortlist have not seen yet, and it changes the argument entirely. The front cabin is where the CX-5 HOMURA earns its price and loses its identity in the same breath. You sit down and the first thing you register is the leather, genuine tan leather across the seats, with contrasting stitching that feels deliberate rather than decorative. The dashboard is wrapped in a vinyl leather that sits well above what the Volkswagen Tiguan offers at a higher price. Ambient lighting runs along the front door trims in 7 selectable colors. It creates a quiet, composed atmosphere that I genuinely did not expect at this price. The 15.6-inch touchscreen is sharp, fast, and runs Google built-in with Google Maps as the default navigation. It works well. I have no complaints about the screen itself. My complaint is about what the screen replaced. Mazda removed the rotary controller. They removed the physical climate buttons. Every adjustment, every temperature change, every heated seat toggle now lives behind the glass. The icons for the air conditioning are small and difficult to hit on the move. I find that genuinely frustrating because the rest of this interior is so well judged that the loss of tactile controls feels like a decision made by someone who never drives this car in traffic. The rear cabin is where the extra 115 millimeters of length actually landed. Mazda says rear knee room is up by 64 millimeters over the previous generation, and you feel every one of them. Behind my own driving position, there is enough space to cross my legs. That is unusual in this segment. The rear doors open to nearly 90 degrees, which makes installing a child seat considerably less painful than in the outgoing car. Headroom is generous, even with the panoramic glass roof fitted. The rear seats are heated in HOMURA trim, and the 40-20-40 split lets you slide a pair of skis through the middle while keeping 2 passengers on either side. The center tunnel is still pronounced enough to make the middle seat uncomfortable for a third adult. But for a family of 4, this rear cabin is genuinely impressive. The boot measures 583 liters, around 20.6 cubic feet, with the seats up. That is 61 liters more than the previous generation, and one of the largest figures in the compact SUV class. The loading lip is flat and low enough that lifting heavier items requires less effort than before. The 40-20-40 rear seats fold down via quick-release handles on either side of the load bay, expanding total capacity to 2,019 liters, around 71.3 cubic feet. In HOMURA trim, the underfloor storage area houses a Bose subwoofer, so there is no hidden compartment beneath the boot floor. There are 2 hollowed-out stowage areas in each corner beside the boot opening for smaller items. The hands-free power tailgate opens and closes with a foot gesture beneath the rear bumper. 141 horsepower, 238 Newton-meters of torque at 3,500 revolutions per minute. Those are not exciting numbers, and Mazda is not pretending they are. 0 to 100 in 10.5 seconds, around 10.3 seconds to 60 miles per hour. What the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine does well is feel smooth and linear across the first 4,000 RPM, where you actually spend your time. The 24-volt mild hybrid system assists from standstill and reduces the restart vibration after the engine idles off. Combined fuel consumption is 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers, around 38 miles per gallon, for the all-wheel drive HOMURA. That is not class-leading. It is adequate. The 6-speed automatic is a traditional torque converter, not a CVT. It shifts cleanly and without drama. This is not the powertrain you buy the CX-5 for. It is the powertrain you accept because the chassis, the interior, and the equipment list make the argument before you ever open the engine cover. A hybrid version with the new Skyactiv Z engine arrives in 2027. If efficiency is the priority, that is the one to wait for. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.